I've been inventing pretty much since age 7. Living in an information age, especially my generation, we've been able to grow up with the world at our fingertips. With YouTube, we have this information, but what do we do with it? I never thought that any of these projects would go beyond my backyard. And I realised that there was actually the potential for this device to be out there, helping people, saving lives.
Even as a young girl, I remember she loved always asking questions.
Mum, how does this work? Mum, how does that work?
Constantly annoying my parents with why is the sky blue? Why? This is my first invention, kind of the start of my journey. From all of my projects, Smart Armour, I see it having the most potential to help people. Smart Armour stands for Scale Mail Armour for Radiation Therapy. It started off as a conversation over the dinner table.
I often come home at the end of the day and talk a little bit about problems that we've had. One issue we had is when we were actually treating breast cancer patients.
They would fire a single beam, but instead of it going straight down, it branches out like a tree. So the contralateral breast, which is what's not being treated, can receive excess dose, which has the potential to cause cancer forming later in their lifetime. One of our family passed away from cancer not very long ago, so it wasn't just statistics on a page anymore. It was personal. I decided in that moment I was going to do something to help. One of my favourite quotes was, "If not me, then who? And if not now, then when?" I was trying to read scientific journals and understand therapy, but for someone who was, in year 10, trying to learn things that people in a master's degree would be learning, could have been reading it in French. That's when I turned to YouTube. I was looking at videos as to how to actually read scientific journals, and then looking at the characteristics of radiation therapy, what's involved in treatment, finding what I need to solve this. From there, I began my testing different shielding metals. So I tested lead, aluminium and copper.
Lead is the standard shield that's used for radiation around the world. So lead should be the best.
I got my results and was like, hey, this is a bit strange. I was convinced that I'd kind of done something wrong. I went back and did them again multiple times and kept coming up with very, very similar numbers that kind of contradicted what is currently said about lead. That was one of the biggest discoveries, that copper was 20% more effective than lead at the skin surface. I was in history class, kind of popped one day, I was like, oh. We were looking at ancient armies and looking at scale mail. It was able to fit around people's bodies. With YouTube, I basically looked up how to make scale mail tutorial, eventually ending up with what's now known as the Smart Armour. At a hospital in Sydney, I was able to actually set it up as a treatment would be set up, and found that it was able to reduce up to 80% of the dose that was previously there. That was a point that I realised that I wasn't just in my garage doing my own little science experiments. There was actually the potential for this device to be out there, helping people across the world. It's been a bit of a journey.
Anyone can find simple solutions to global problems. The answers are out there. Thank you.
It's a Star Wars one. So that's the equation for force. In case. Yeah. I'm a very proud nerd. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think everyone has a calling to help other people, whether that be through art, through music, through history. I can do that through science. The biggest problem that I'd love to solve, of course, would probably be cancer. We're still a little bit off that, but hopefully sometime soon.